came to be and the formation of this metal resource. Joining us today live from the mountains, Katrina Bielik takes you on a look at some of the copper deposits in the Canadian Cordillera. Good morning. We are here on this beautiful day in the Canadian Cordillera located west of Calgary. Many of you know these as the Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains are easily some of the most iconic landscapes in Alberta. These Rocky Mountain ranges are home to some of the most valuable resources, and these include drinking water and precious metals such as gold, zinc, and silver. One of the most abundant metal resources found in the Canadian Cordillera is pyrite copper. Copper deposits were first discovered during the 19th century in the southwestern USA. This expanded to Chile and Peru. Over half of the world's copper reserves and 90% of British Columbia's reserves are found in these porphyry deposits. For these deposits to be economically favorable, they must have at least 20 million tons containing a minimum of 0.1% copper. In the Canadian Cordillera, we find ourselves with deposits of approximately 1 billion tons and just under 0.5%. Originally, these large, low-grade copper deposits found in the US containing over 2% copper were inefficient and uneconomic until the development of mass mining in the early 20th century. These deposits are typically formed anywhere from 2 to 4 kilometers below the Earth's surface and mainly found along convergent margins. So, you might even be lucky enough to find some out here. Convergent margins are also known as subduction zones. In this case, this is where an oceanic plate collides with a continental plate and slips beneath. This contributes to the rise of magma and the creation of volcanoes. Due to the abundance of these subduction zones in the Pacific Ocean, there is a phenomenon called the Ring of Fire. This is where 90% of earthquakes and 75% of active volcanoes are situated. The formation is related to volcanic magma and igneous rock intrusions. These veins carry up metallic-rich magma upwards towards the surface, allowing heat to escape and cool. This is why copper is usually found closer to the Earth's crust. Eventually, we learned that these copper resources are very useful in our everyday lives. Copper has a number of astounding characteristics and properties. It is malleable, ductile, has a high electrical and thermal conductance, and it's not easily corroded. This allows us to use it in a number of applications such as plumbing, computer microprocessors, house appliances, and even in your motor vehicles. Copper is also an essential part of our diets. We rely on foods such as broccoli, almonds, and chocolate to ensure a healthy metabolism and growth. So grab your lucky pennies and remember that just because it may be tarnished doesn't mean there's not a shine beneath. Back to you at the studio. Thank you, Katrina, for taking us on that journey. Join us next time on GLGY News to explore the geohazards of the mountains. I'm your host, Mila Watson. Thanks for watching.